What's going on, everyone? Moose here, Airguns of Michigan, and we are back with another AEA airgun. This is the AEA Challenger Pro in 25 caliber. This one is regulated. I have it regulated right around 125 bar. I am shooting the JSB Hades once again in 26.54. At this one is actually shooting at 910 average. It's about 907 to 912, somewhere right in there, with an average of 907, and very nice shooting air gun. Let's see, yeah, as before, if you guys would do me a favor before we get started, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, give us a thumbs up. Neither one of those cost you a penny, but they certainly help out the channel, and I definitely appreciate it, so I can keep bringing you guys more and more content. Also, if you would, follow me on Instagram as well as our Facebook page. Both of them are Airguns of Michigan. And last but not least, if you guys would, check out rumble.com. I am using that as another platform to get my videos out. And if you guys would, you would make me very happy to be able to subscribe to that channel as well. There's going to be certain things that are going to be put on Rumble that you won't find on YouTube as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and shoot a couple of 5-shot groups at 50 yards. Show you guys what we're working with. Man, I love how smooth this cocking hammer is. Let's see, let's go ahead and get our recording going. Make sure we are recording. This one always trips me out. All right, we are recording. That's good. All right, 50 yards, 2 5-shot groups. Let's see what we can do. There's one. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. And 5. Oh, one jagged hole. You know, this isn't the best of setups. This is a cheap knockoff. It's really one of the only Picatinny mounts that I have. And I mean, it flops all over the place. It's kind of junk, so invest in a good bipod. It makes a world of difference. I also did change the buttstock on this gun so that it was a little more sturdy and stable. So let's see, let's do another 5-shot group. There's one. That was definitely me. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. And there's 5. Those first 2 were, well, the first one was definitely me. I don't know what happened in the other one, but let's keep shooting. Let's shoot a 10-shot group right in the center of this. See if we can't get a really good group. There's 1. There's 2. 3. 4. You can see I'm bouncing all over the place. Too much caffeine. and 10. You know, honestly, this thing is really a super great air gun, to be honest with you. I mean, I really truly do enjoy this. I wish that there was, like, I tried to get my Saber Tactical bottle clamp up here. It does not fit. This is too small. I understand that they do make them. I just didn't have a chance to get one. So do I think this gun can shoot better than what I just did? 100% yes. You know, if it was more sturdy, you know, could it be a bench gun? I don't know. I think we're going to find out, though. I think I'm going to try to figure out where I can get a good bipod wrench, or not wrench, a bipod attachment for this, and see if we can't put this thing on paper at 100 yards and see how well we can group. I have shot 100-yard targets with this, and it does perform relatively well. But once again, I'm on a very shaky platform. I mean, you can see this bipod doesn't even lock so that the gun will stand up straight. It just kind of does what it wants. It can't even tighten anymore. So, you know, just junk. I mean, it really, truly is. I would have been better on bags, but I just shot a video and I took all my bags out of my car and I left them at home. So it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, honestly, this has become a very, very enjoyable air gun to shoot. It is topped with my Athlon, and I really dig it. That was 16 power that we were shooting at, and I think this one goes up to 34. So I was only halfway in the magnification ring, but plenty of magnification. Cocking, like I said, is very smooth. You know, it's just a very pleasurable gun. I did put out a video on how to adjust the regulator as well as change out the hammer spring. So if you guys have one of these and you want a pretty detailed version, go check it out. You know, once again, collapsible stock, which is nice. This is certainly capable of being a backpack gun. Yeah, just overall, I mean, you know, something about AEA. If you guys ever saw my old video on what in the heck is going on, why am I seeing all these guys shooting so well and I can't shoot worth a darn with an AEA, it's not because I can't shoot. Ha ha ha. It's because, honestly, I had first gen guns, and I think just most of mine were just inherently problematic. I don't think that the new stuff has half the problems, so I think that it's kind of nice. The magazines on this one are really no better than the one for the HP series, other than the fact that, you know, that first pellet, you just kind of have to look down the slot to see where the plasticky parts are. And, you know, and every once in a while what'll happen is I'll go to put a pellet in and it just doesn't want to go past the plexiglass here, so, you know, give it a little tap and it'll fall inside. But, you know, I think for some magazine guy out there that's making magazines, I think this is where you need to go. AEAs are really picking up a lot of steam, and rightfully they should. They've come a long way in their progression. You know, I know some people are like, yeah, they're Chinese, and it's like, yep, I get it, and so's most of the junk in your house. You know, so, you know, we can all sit around and go, well, I don't want to buy a Chinese gun, but you know what, at the end of the day, like I said, so's most of the junk in your house. So is most of the stuff that's in your cars. You know, I mean, it's just, it is what it is. So, you know, while I don't necessarily, you know, whatever, it's a different discussion, I suppose. But this gun, like I said, is proving to be very, very well-rounded, very capable, relatively quiet with a moderator. You definitely want a moderator on this one, unlike the varmint sitting behind me. You don't really need the a regulator on the varmint, but I can tell you that you definitely need one on this gun. Unless you just don't care and you live out in the middle of nowhere and nobody's ever gonna complain about your loud noise. But seriously, it's gotta bark. As a matter of fact, we'll demonstrate that for you if you guys want to see it. Since we're sitting here and I'm loading magazines for no apparent reason, let's go ahead and just pull the moderator off the end. For YouTube, I am not modifying a gun. I am simply unscrewing a moderator off the end of the gun. It's an accessory, just like, you know, taking my bipod off. This is not modifying the gun. Putting it on would actually be modifying it. So, but let's go ahead and pull this thing back, and I'll show you just how loud it is without a moderator. Let's go ahead and grab a target. You know what? Let's see if we can hit one of these bullets. Hear how loud that is? That's no moderator. Watch. That's loud. So, putting a moderator back on it. Huge difference. So does the gun need to be moderated? Yeah, you know, and that's not even cracking the sound barrier. Straight out of the box, even with a moderator, this thing was immensely loud because everything I put in it, starting with the Hades, was traveling over 1,100 feet per second, and sounded like a 22 going off every single time, no matter what I did. So, you know, there's that. But outside of that, throw a good moderator on the end. Make sure if you pick one of these up, pick up the moderator adapter. It does not come threaded for a moderator. You have to pick up the adapter as well. So make sure you do that. You know, it'd be nice. That'd be another thing, AEA, is if you would have your guns come pre-threaded for moderators. That'd be cool. That'd be real cool. But outside of that, I love this gun. It's come a long way in making me very happy. Like I said, I did upgrade mine. This is just one of the buttstocks that came with one of my kits that I bought for another thing. And, you know, I just had it laying around. So I was like, you know what? I used the same tube that came with the AEA. I just put my own buttstock on it. It's just a little more sturdy, and the aluminum was catching my beard. And for those of you guys with beards, that aluminum piece will definitely catch your beard. So, you know, having this is a little more, and it's a little more, it's got a little more thickness to it, so it makes it more comfortable for my cheek. Definitely love the Picatinny rails. As far as cons, honestly, the only con, and I've got to be nitpicky about it again, is the bipod mount. I just don't understand why more guns don't come with extended rails. You know, you could even just extend the rail and just kind of have it come out wide so that you could still access your fill probe or your fill port and your manometer, and just have it stick out a little bit further. Be awesome. It really would be awesome to have that extended rail. Now, I do know that they do make extensions that'll, you know, you can actually get them almost as long as this. As a matter of fact, I could probably take something like this just in Picatinny to Picatinny and put it on the bottom and then have a better extension. But because it does kind of, to be honest, it's almost like the exact center of the gun, which weight-wise is probably a good idea. But for those of us that like to sit at the bench and plink or shoot off of a porch rail or whatnot, having that extended rail out would be a little bit nicer. But in the meantime, just use a bag. The cocking mechanism also on this is ambidextrous. I believe that you can switch it over to the other side. I'm almost positive that you can. I have not. Matter of fact, I know you can, because there's a magnet on this side too. So yes, it is ambidextrous. You can swap it around. Once again, barrel is tensioned. I think that's awesome in these air guns personally. Nice, tight, you know, not a lot of flex, which means that we can throw some heavier slugs through this, and we already have a tensioning system. I do not know what the twist rate is in these. I will probably do some slug testing with this one in particular. Probably not on the varmint, only because it's unregulated. I'd like to have that regulation for the slugs. So I'm gonna look around and see what kind of slugs shoot best out of these. And if you guys already know, by all means, drop them down below, and let's see if we can't throw some slugs downrange with this AEA Challenger Pro. So until next time, I'm Moose, this is Airguns of Michigan. Be good to each other, and God bless.